Alright, people, so I'm here with your Raw review, and the shit that they're doing to the build to Mania is just blowing my mind. It's like there's nobody there. I mean, how can you build a fucking, to your biggest show, how can you build to the biggest show of the year when you don't have, the people who are in the main events, the main matches at WrestleMania are only there like half the time. It's totally ridiculous. So let's get into this review. We have Stephanie McMahon and Roman Reigns cutting a promo to begin the show. I mean, how many times have we seen a Stephanie McMahon, Roman Reigns promo to kick off Raw? A lot. And one other thing I want to mention here, Roman Reigns gets a resounding boo. Probably like 80% of the people are booing him in the crowd, which really tells you something, And they've been booing him consistently now for weeks. And this tells you that nobody wants Reigns to win at WrestleMania. I mean, it's not like Cena where he's getting 50-50. I mean, Reigns is consistently getting, a majority boo or all booed. And people will say, oh, there's some people cheering him. Yeah, like 10 people. I mean, come on. How can you justify this guy's rise in WWE? So, there's no Triple H. That's the first announcement. We're going to have no Triple H on the show. It's like, what? Really? And then, we get Stephanie cutting a little promo there. Nothing that significant. And then we have Reigns coming out to cut a 2-minute promo. And how ridiculous is Roman Reigns' promos? They want to put this guy as the number one guy in the company. They want to give him the belt. But he can't even cut a promo over 2 minutes because his promo ability is shit. It just looks so pathetic, and it makes WWE look retarded. So Roman Reigns comes out, and he's like, yeah, if Triple H was here, I would kick his ass all over Philadelphia. Cheap pop, anybody? Cheap pop? Oh, no, he still gets booed. Yeah, that's basically all he says, and when he talks, he sounds like he's faking it. He doesn't have a voice that makes it sound real. I mean, I hate his voice when he cuts a promo, so that was just a bad way to start the show there. But then we have Kevin Owens defeating AJ Styles in a match that I thought was a very good fucking match. A lot of good moves in this match. A lot of just entertaining wrestling here. And this is matches I want to see more often. Matches with guys who actually know what the hell they're doing in the ring. But yet, we see Owens versus Styles like in the middle, not I guess at the start of the show, but then you go all the way down to the main event and you have a match like, then you get Braun Strowman in the main event. You see how I get so pissed off at the company? It's because of shit like that. What has Braun Strowman done to deserve to be in the main event of Raw multiple times? But yet Kevin Owens and Styles get placed in a match that's just, it's just, an average Raw match. It's like, it just pisses me off. But yeah, very good match here. Thought the ending kind of sucked. Kind of a generic ending with Jericho coming out, for the distraction. They should have just done, Styles goes for his little finisher there off the top rope and Owens counters into his powerbomb. I thought that would have been a better finish. But nonetheless, a very good match here. 3.75 out of 5 stars. Then we get New Day coming out to cut a promo. It was alright. Wasn't anything too great. I mean, they talked about, I like how they talked about Sheamus and, Shame. Kind of funny there. Again, not overly funny, but it was alright. And then we have Biggie Langston defeating Rusev, and just a bad match here. I'm going to give it 0.75 out of 5 stars. I mean, two big guys who aren't that great of wrestlers, to be quite honest with you, especially Rusev, who's pretty much trash in the ring. And it wasn't a good match, and just boring. So 0.75 out of 5 stars. Then we have Big Show and the Social Outcast and Kane coming out for just like a random ass segment to promote the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, I guess. And if these are the people who are going to be in the Battle Royal, it's like they better rethink how they're fucking trying to promote people to get to watch this. I mean, who's going to want to watch a Battle Royal with these people in it? So you have the Social Outcast attacking Big Show. Then you have Kane coming out, who hasn't been on Raw, and he's hardly been on Raw in the past 3 months. Ever since Survivor Series. Yeah, there you go. He's in a main match at Survivor Series and he just disappears. That's your WWE for you, So, we have that. And it was just pointless, boring, who gives a shit. Yeah, so that sucked. Then we have Jericho defeating Fandango. Just a random ass match. It's like, oh, it's WrestleMania. A WrestleMania rewind. How fucking random is this? Fandango, who hasn't been on Raw. And this shows you how stupid WWE is. Fandango beats one of the top guys in wrestling, probably, over the past 20 years, Jericho, one of the most popular guys. And then you fast forward, how long ago was that? 2-3 years ago? I don't know. And he's a nobody. He's not even a jobber. He's a nobody. He hasn't been on Raw in like a year. And then they just bring him back for this random ass match, which he loses. What's the point? I don't fucking know. It sucked. It was boring. Styles comes out, kind of, does what Jericho does and chants, Y2 jackass, and that's your ending. Just a pretty shitty match. I'll give it a half star out of 5. Then we get the triple threat match. They had 3 guys in the ring, Zayn, Ziggler, and Miz. I should get an IC title shot. And then Owens said he was going to have a triple threat. And then he brought out 3 jobbers to be in the triple threat match. It was like Sin Cara, I don't know, 2 other people, and then it ends in a DQ. I'm like, what the fuck? Why would it end in a DQ? If it's a triple threat match, it can't end in a DQ. Michael Cole's like, well, the ref just ended the match because it was too crazy. What? See, this is just more illogical bullshit from this company. Ending a triple threat match in a DQ. What the fuck? So that, I guess we're going to get a ladder match at Mania, which is a good result, but just a shitty way to, end to have that result happen. A triple threat match ending in a DQ, I mean, come on. So I'm going to give that match 0 out of 5 stars because it was just no sense made, and nothing really was achieved. Then we have Triple H and Reigns, a parking lot brawl. It was only like a minute long. I mean, it was kind of a shitty brawl. I thought it would have been better if it was longer and had more, hardcore moments in it. But I mean, it was all right. It was, I guess it was kind of cool how the garage door came up and Reigns was there and then attacked Triple H. I mean, it was decent. But I mean, they have to do more to build to this match. I mean, this is the main event of Mania, I'm assuming. And they only had a fucking 1-minute parking lot brawl to build to this match. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, you have to have more substance to build to a match, especially in a 3-hour show, than just a 1-minute parking lot brawl. So then we have Charlotte defeating Natalya in just a pointless fucking jobber divas match. Who the fuck cares? I mean, fucking divas, for crying out loud. I was hardly watching this match after I watched so many other shitty segments throughout the show. So I was pretty much not wanting to watch this. So I'll give it a half star out of 5. Just pointless. Then we have Bubba Ray Dudley defeating R-Truth in another pointless jobber match. You have fucking Goldust and the Usos coming out to interfere, to save R-Truth at the end, and it's like, who cares? Who the fuck cares? And that's a shame. The Dudleys, they always talk, 9-time champions, and nobody gives a shit about them. They're in Philadelphia, and the crowd's fucking dead silent because they're jobbers. So that's a 0 out of 5 star match. Then Vince comes out to cut a promo. It was okay, I guess. It was kind of short. He talks like, he said Undertaker, if he loses, he's not going to compete at WrestleMania again. But the point is, there's no fucking Shane McMahon and no Undertaker on the show. Instead, they just play some fucking thrown together videos, a recap of the whole fucking, feud. I don't want to fucking see Mick Foley's thoughts on the feud. I want to fucking see Shane McMahon and Undertaker there cutting promos, brawling, doing whatever. But instead, they don't do any of that. It's just video packages. Fuck that. Fuck that. You actually have to have them both there and build to the... why aren't they there? They're probably just sitting on their asses at home. Have them be there. Have them build to the match. Let's have a proper build and a proper fucking match. What a fucking joke. Then we have the main event, and that, talk about a fucking joke. Braun Strowman and Dean Ambrose. What a fucking joke. It's just a really shitty match. It ends, I don't even remember how it fucking ended because I didn't care, but I remember Dean Ambrose hit the dirty deeds on Braun Strowman. The match was boring. The crowd was chanting, this is boring. And it was boring. It was worse than boring. It was 0 out of 5 stars. It was awful. An awful way to end the show. And an awful way to end a pretty fucking shitty show for it being right before WrestleMania. They got to do, really build to WrestleMania. They're really not building to this show. And that's usual WWE. failing to build to a pay-per-view. And they should be doing more to build to a bigger pay-per-view. WrestleMania, the biggest of the year, but they're not. They're failing, like always. So there you go, people. There's your Raw review. I'll give it like 2 out of 10 stars. You had one really good match there between Owens and AJ Styles, but other than that, I mean, there wasn't really anything of significance on this show. Yeah, nothing really that was that great. So